How much to sleep the night before an exam? Sleeping before the exam is equally crucial as studying. Your brain sorts out the new information you have gained during sleep and helps consolidate your memory and concentration. But how much is enough? Experts agree that most people need around 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and this includes the night before an exam. First, a full night of sleep helps your brain to store the information that you have studied. While sleeping, your brain arranges what you have learned in such a way that it becomes easier to recall it during an examination. If you don't sleep enough, you might forget important details or lose concentration. It is also linked to your energy and mood. If you are well rested, you will feel calm and confident. Not getting enough sleep can make you tired, stressed, and anxious. This may hurt your performance during the exam. Third, sleep enhances problem-solving skills. Many exams require critical thinking and decision-making. A rested mind works better under pressure and helps you solve problems more easily. Also, to ensure you're getting enough sleep, avoid cramming late at night, review your notes a bit earlier in the day and maintain a regular bedtime. Establish a pre-sleep routine that is relaxing, such as reading a book or soothing music, and go to bed. In short, receiving 7 to 9 hours of sleep the night before an exam allows you to be successfully prepared. Sleep enhances your memory and problem-solving skills, as well as energy levels. By prioritizing rest, you can approach your exam feeling prepared and focused. Remember, a well-rested mind is your best tool for performing well on test day. How should I take notes while studying? Making good notes is a very important part of studying. Your notes help you understand and remember information better. Plus, it's much easier to review before exams. To create effective notes, you need to follow a few simple steps. First, focus on key points. Do not try to write everything. Instead, select the most important ideas, definitions, or facts and summarize them in your own words. You will understand this material better that way. The second thing is organizing your notes. Using headings and subheadings can make the dividing of different topics easy, and even bullet points or numbered lists will give clarity and readability to your information. A neat structure helps you find things quickly during revision. Third, emphasize main information. Use colored pens or highlighters to underline important terms, dates, formulae, and the like. This way, they easily catch your eye when you come to review. However, don't overcolor. Too much highlighting becomes messy and disorganized. Fourth, use schemes and tables. Schemes, such as mind maps, tables, or flowcharts, will help to see complicated information in a more simple and comprehensible way. For example, a timeline for historical events or a flowchart for processes. Fifth, keep your notes brief. Do not write full sentences or paragraphs. Use short phrases or keywords instead. This saves time and keeps your notes concise. Finally, review and update your notes regularly. After each study session, go through your notes to check for mistakes or missing information. Reviewing helps reinforce your memory and ensures your notes stay accurate. In short, good notes should be clear, organized, and selective. They should be in an easy-to-read style using headings, highlights, and visual aids. They should be brief and reviewed frequently. In these ways, you will create a note system that aids both study and learning. How to make reading a regular habit. Reading is one of the great habits that enhances knowledge, focus, and imagination. It requires a little effort to regularly practice it in daily life, yet it is worth achieving. Here are some simple tips for helping you achieve a reading habit. First, start with books you'll enjoy. If you select a book on a topic that interests you, then reading isn't going to be a chore. Whether it's a novel, biography, or self-help book, select topics that excite you. Second, plan out a certain time to read every day. It could be in the morning, during lunchtime, or before bed. In this way, having a routine helps you make time for reading, even on busy days. Third, set small goals. For example, read 10 pages or read for 20 minutes a day. Small, achievable targets make it easier to consistently keep at it. After some time, you will be able to increase how much you read. Fourth, have a book with you wherever you go. This will give you the opportunity to read in free moments when waiting or traveling. You can also use ebooks or audiobooks for reading while on the move. Fifth, make sure you build a comfortable reading environment. Pick up a quiet and comfortable place with sufficient light. A nice venue makes reading more pleasurable and provides you with good concentration. Finally, avoid distractions. Switch off your cell phone or television while you read. Paying close attention to the book keeps you fully engaged and able to enjoy it. In conclusion, making reading a regular habit requires choosing books you love, setting a daily routine, starting small, carrying a book with you, creating a nice reading space, and avoiding distractions. With these steps, you can build a lifelong love for reading and enjoy its many benefits. How should you study your notes? Studying your notes effectively forms a broad base for learning. Good notes help you understand and remember what you have learned. However, just merely reading over your notes will not suffice. You have to employ smart techniques in studying them effectively. First, regularly review your notes. Not at the last minute before an exam, but every day or a few times a week, read over your notes. The reason is that regular review will help you in remembering things for a longer period of time. The second is active recall. This involves reading through your notes without just rereading them, but trying to recall the information yourself without looking. For instance, you can cover part of your notes and try to test yourself. This method strengthens one's memory and shows what one needs to focus on. Third, break the time into short blocks when organizing study sessions. For instance, study 25 to 30 minutes and then have a 5-minute break. That is known as the Pomodoro technique, which helps your mind to remain fresh and concentrated. Fourth, explain your notes to someone else. Teaching the material forces you to understand it better. If no one is available, pretend you are explaining the notes out loud to yourself. This helps clarify your thoughts. Fifth, link your notes. Look for relationships between ideas and topics. You could use diagrams or mind maps to work out how different concepts relate to one another. This will make it easier to comprehend and remember the material. Finally, avoid distractions while studying. Find a quiet space, turn off your phone, and focus fully on your notes. A clear and calm environment helps you to focus better. Basically, effective note studying includes reviewing your notes regularly, using active recall, short study sessions, teaching, relating ideas, and reducing distractions. You can use these methods to learn more quickly and be well prepared for exams. Good study habits make a big difference in your success. What are the most effective study tips for students? Studying is one of the most vital components of learning, yet sometimes it seems to be somewhat overwhelming. Using appropriate studying techniques will make it easier and far more efficient. Here are some of the best tips for students in order to improve their studying habits. First, create a study plan. Decide what topics you will study and when. A plan helps you stay organized and ensures you cover everything you need to learn. Break your study sessions into smaller parts to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Second, find a quiet and comfortable place to study. A good environment helps you focus better. Keep your desk clean and free of distractions like your phone or TV. Third, employ active learning techniques. Other than rereading your notes, summarize them, ask yourself questions, or explain the material to somebody else. These methods help you understand and remember the information more effectively. Fourth, take regular breaks. Studying without having breaks for extended periods of time can wear you out and make you lose focus. Study for 25 to 30 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This technique, called the Pomodoro technique, keeps your mind fresh and alert. Fifth, use visual aids like diagrams, charts, or flashcards. These tools make learning more engaging and can help you remember complex information more easily. Finally, review regularly. Revisiting your notes helps to solidify what you learn. Spaced repetition, where you recite the material over increasing intervals of time, has been shown to be an effective way to support memory. In the end, tips that would help in studying effectively include making a plan, choosing the right place to study, active learning, taking a break, the use of visual aids, and review regularly. By applying the previous techniques, students can study smarter, rather than harder, and get better marks. Good study habits make learning more effective and fun. What is the hardest lesson you've learned? Life is full of challenges that happen to teach us a lot. Some are easily learnt, but not all are that easy. Among the hardest lessons that I have learned is the ability to fail. I feared failure for a long time. I thought failure meant that I wasn't good enough, or it meant that I would not succeed at all. I was always striving for perfection, avoiding mistakes. But then I realized that failure is not the end, it is just part of the way. The hardest part in learning this lesson was accepting that it's okay to fail. When I failed with something important, it felt discouraging. But in time, I learned that failure teaches us more than success does. It shows us what doesn't work and gives us a chance to try better. I have also learned that failure is not permanent. It is just temporary if we choose to learn from it and try again. Each time I failed, I analyzed my mistakes, made changes in the approach, and went ahead. That made me bigger and wiser each time. Another hard lesson to learn has been the virtue of patience. We live in a fast-moving world where we want quick returns. But some things take time, and success is often built on consistent effort. Learning to be patient and trust the process has been hard but necessary. In conclusion, the hardest lesson I've learned is that failure is not something to fear. It is a stepping stone to success. Embracing failure and being patient with the process have taught me that growth comes from learning, adjusting, and trying again. Which are the best study tips for exams? Exams can be pretty stressful, but the right studying tips can make it a breeze. Good studying habits help you comprehend well and perform adequately. Listed below are some of the best tips to study for an exam. First, prepare a study schedule. Break down your material into smaller chunks and allocate them to particular days. This will systematize your preparation, and you will feel responsible for covering everything before the exam. A clear plan also reduces last-minute panic. Second, use active recall. Instead of just reading your notes, test yourself on the material. For example, close your book and try to explain the concepts from memory. This method strengthens your understanding and helps you remember information better. Third, practice with past papers. Solving previous exam questions helps you get used to the format and the type of questions set. This also helps you to manage time during the actual exam. Fourth, study in short sessions with breaks in between. For example, you can use the Pomodoro technique, whereby you study for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break after every session. Short sessions keep your mind fresh and focused. Fifth, take good care of your health. Sleep enough, eat healthy food, and drink plenty of water. A well-rested and nourished body helps your brain function better during study sessions and exams. Lastly, avoid distractions. Find a quiet place to study, turn off your phone, and avoid social media. A focused environment allows you to concentrate fully on your studies. In all, some great study tips for exams are planning, active recall, practicing past papers, studying in short sessions, staying healthy, and avoiding distractions. By following these tips, you can prepare effectively and approach your exams with confidence. What to do when you don't know how to solve a math problem? Sometimes math seems confusing because it is normal to feel stuck when you cannot solve a problem. However, there are steps you can take to handle the situation effectively. With patience and a plan, you can find the solution and learn something new. First, read the problem carefully. Sometimes, when you have a clear view of what is being asked, the solution might be rather apparent. Highlight the key points and write down any given numbers or information, then break the problem into smaller pieces. Often, when there is a complex problem, it is a multi-step problem. This makes it much easier to solve one piece at a time. Focus on what you can solve first. Third, seek out parallel examples. Look in your text or class notes for a problem that is solved in much the same way. Comparing examples can provide you with clues as to how to proceed with your problem. Fourth, try different methods. If one way is not working, think of another approach. For example, draw a diagram, create a table, or use simple numbers to test your solution. Being flexible helps you see the problem from different angles. Fifth, don't be afraid to ask for help. Speak with your teacher, a classmate, or a family member who does well in math. They can explain things in a new way that might make it easier for you to understand. Lastly, If feelings of frustration occur, allow yourself to take a brief break from it. Stepping away for a few minutes may clear your mind and help you think better when you return to the problem. In conclusion, solving a difficult math problem requires careful reading, breaking it into steps, finding examples, trying different methods, asking for help, and taking breaks when needed. These strategies can help you not only solve the problem but also build your confidence in math.